Job 6. Job, the seriousness of his affliction. But Job answered and said, Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed and my calamity laid in the balances together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up, for the arrows of the Almighty are within me. The poison whereof drinketh up my spirit, the terrors of God do get themselves in array against me. Doeth the while as brave when he had grass, or lowered the ox over his fodder? Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for, even that it would please God to destroy me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Then should I yet have comfort, yea, I would harden myself in sorrow. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should hope, and what is mine end that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me, and is wisdom driven quite from me? To him that is afflicted, pity should be shewed from his friend, but he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, and as a stream of the brooks they pass away, which are blackish by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid. What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. The paths of their way are turned aside. They go to nothing and perish. The troops of Tema looked. The companies of Sheba waited for them. They were confounded because they had hope. They came thither and were ashamed. For now ye are nothing, ye see my casting down and afraid. Did I say, Bring unto me, or give a reward for me of your substance, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. How forcible are right words, but what doeth your arguing reprove? Do ye imagine to reprove words and the speeches of one that is desperate, which are as wind? Yea, ye overwhelm the fatherless, and ye dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be content, look upon me, for it is evident unto you if I lie. Return, I pray you, let it not be iniquity. Yea, return again, my righteousness is in it. Is there any iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things? Here is the explanation of chapter 6. Job pity for himself, despair at his friends. Frequently, through the dialogue, Job longed to know he was appreciated. Though he could refuse unpalatable food, going through his recent experience was like being forced to consume a totally unsavory meal. Living in uninterrupted agony, Job insisted that he had been faithful to God, but Job was not superhuman. He saw no sense in going on. Staying alive was to suffer. Here is the only occurrence of the expression, the fear of the Almighty in Job, paralleled by the fear of the Lord, itself unique. Job believed the loyalty of friends should survive spiritual crisis. The reference to the brooks and streams expresses Job's dismay at the treachery of his friends. In the spring, wadis in the Middle East were flooded with water from periodic rains. They dried up in the heat of summer. Desert travelers, made hopeful by the evidence of waterways, were disappointed to find the gullies entirely dry. Job's friends had treacherously disappointed him in their pretense of refreshing his spirit. Verse 20 is evidently descriptive of Job's own feelings as a parallel to those of the travelers. Job refers to his friends' attitude with the similar verbs bosh to be ashamed, or distressed, or disappoint, and caper to be ashamed or to be confounded. The first phrase of 21 has been rendered variously as you are nothing, you are it, or interpretively, you have proved to be no help. You are just like those dried up wadis whose water evaporates in the heat. You cower before a challenge. Job dared them to silence him if they could, becoming more assertive in his challenge to his friends to show him his wrong. They should simply speak the truth rather than try to collogue or coerce. They could not constrain him to make any deals since he owned none of them anything. By referring to the words of desperate people such as himself as wind, Job preempted any rebuke for irresponsible language, justifying whatever came from his lips as he vented his frustrations. He would welcome no reprimand on that account. The friends also lacked integrity. They were willing to cause the fatherless to Nepal, a word which has the basic meaning of fall. Accordingly, some translations refer to the attack, overwhelming, or fall of the fatherless. The word can also mean cast lost, cause the lot to fall. For society's most helpless, Job accused them of mercenary and exploitative conduct, a readiness to do the same to a friend, to one they should instead loyally support. Amen.